So last class we discussed about the conduction. Conduction means if one molecule of the substance is heated, then its adjacent molecule is also heated. That is called as a conduction. So consider the solid material cross section area A, and the thickness is your X. Okay. So now H. What is this H? H is equal to Ka T1 minus T2 into whole small t divided by X. The small t denoted is the letter of a time. Okay, small t is denoted as the time, and this is the formula. So now what is this conduction actually? Yeah, if the T1 and T2 is the temperature of two sides of the slab in degree Kelvin, then heat conducted between the two opposite faces in time t second is given by H is equal to Ka T1 minus T2 whole t divided by X. So convection, what is this convection? When a fluid such as air or liquid is heated, then it travels away from the source and it carries a thermal energy along. This type of heat transfer is called convection. The fluid, the fluid above the hot surface expands, become less dense and rises. The process is applied in the heating of water by immersion heater or heating of a buildings. Like the quantity of heat absorbed by the body of convection process depends on the mainly temperature of the heating element above the surrounding and upon the size of the surface of the heater. It also depends some extent on the position of the heater. The amount of heat dissipated is given by H is equal to A into T1 minus T2, where A is a constant but T1 and T2 are the temperature of heating surface of in the fluid in a degree Kelvin respectively. So in electrical furnace, heat transfer by convection is negligible. That means it is a immersion about you water heat and it away travels away from the source. That is known as a convection process. So yeah, that comes to radiation. What is this radiation? Actually, radiation it is the transfer of a heat from hot body to cold body in a straight line without affecting the intervening medium. Like there is a no medium in between, so directly the transfer of heat from hot body to cold body in a straight line without affecting the intervening medium. The rate of heat emission is given by Stephen's law, according to which heat dissipated is given by the equation. Yeah, there is a Stephen's law is there, one of the law that is called as, we can say, that is the Stephen's Boltzmann law. Stephen's law, that is Stephen law. And the radiation of that is denoted as a K is the radiation efficiency is the emissivity, S is equal to pi dl. So you can write as a total power dissipated is pi H pi dl. H is the power radiator per meter square of the surface. Then total power radiated as a heat is equal to H pi dl. So S is the pi dl surface, but total power radiated is the heat is equal to H into pi dl. So if the P is the power input of a heating element, then P is equal to H pi dl. That is the formula of the radiation. P is equal to H pi dl. It is the equation. You have to remember that in the case of radiation, P is equal to H pi dl. Clear? And now these are the three processes, that is the conduction, one is convection, and other is radiation. So here I have already in this figure, see in this figure different methods of heat transfer, like convection is also there, conduction is also there, radiation is also there. Like we have a bucket with a water. Okay, like, so conduction means it travels from heat from the handle also heated. This handle, bucket handle is also heated. You are heating, water is heated, then automatically handle is also heated. That is called as a conduction. So radiation directly it hits from cold body to hot body with a straight line without any affecting a medium. That is radiation. Convection, water molecules when heated it goes away from the source, and that is called as a convection. So in this figure it shows the both conduction, convection, and the process of radiations. Okay guys, clear? So next, Next we will go to radiation power is equal to P is equal to pi dl in H. What is Stephen-Boltzmann law? Stephen's law. What is the Stephen's law? The amount of radiation emitted per unit time from an area of a black body is directly proportional to its fourth power of its absolute temperature. You can set the fourth power as absolute temperature. E directly proportional to. You can do the E star for confuse, for you have to be write E star. Okay, E star directly proportional to T4, T to power 4. So E is equal to, we can write sigma T4, and the sigma value is nothing but is a 5.67 into 10 to the minus 8 W meter minus 2 K minus 4. Okay, this is the known as a Stephen-Boltzmann law. So the radiation emitted per unit time for an area of black body is directly proportional to its fourth power of its temperature, or you can say the fourth power of its absolute temperature. So that is E star. You denote it as a letter is a E star. So E star directly proportional to your T4. So E star is equal to sigma T4, and the value of sigma is equal to 5.67 into 10 to the minus 8 W minus meter minus 2 in Kelvin minus 4. And T is the temperature in Kelvin. So let us consider one. Yeah, you can consider a circulating wire. Okay, wire have a length and diameter. Suppose where T1 is the temperature of heat in the degree centigrade, and T2 is the temperature of substance in the centigrade. K is the constant of a radiant efficiency. Okay, so electrical input power is equal to P is equal to V square by R. So we know that what is the R? R, we know that R is equal to rho L by A. We know that R is equal to rho L by A. This is the law of resistance. That is, resistance of the substance is directly proportional to length of the conductor, and resistance of substance is directly proportional to length of the substance. Direct resistance of substance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. So R directly proportional to L, R inversely proportional to 1 by A. So R is equal to rho L by A. This rho is nothing but is resistivity. So like that, R, we know that R is equal to rho L by A. See A, what is this? A is the pi R square. Okay, that is the area, pi R square we take. So what is the R? R you can say is a D by 2. So it is rho L pi D square by 4. Okay, clear? So now R is equal to 4 RL 4 rho L by pi D square. So we know that P is equal to V square by R. So we can put as V square by R. In case of R, we put 4 RL pi D square. So by so now see here L by D square is equal to pi B square 4 rho P. So where S is equal to pi dl, we know that, and total heat this way H is equal to pi dl into H. So P, we know that P is equal to pi dl into H. So according to that, we will put the formula as a P. P is equal to pi dl H. So we can find here D by I square is equal to 4 rho H by B square. Okay. Yeah, this is the mathematical derivations, that is d by L square is equal to 4 rho H by B square. This is the mathematical derivation. Okay, so you have to solve this derivation according to your questions. Okay, Stephen-Boltzmann law with derivation, if it is mentioned, you have to derive all these derivations. Okay, so next, resistance heating. So what is this resistance heating? We know that resistance heating means there is a I square R. It is based upon I square. We know that heat H is equal to I square RT. That means resistance heating is a one type of process. Okay, there are two types of process. There are basically they have a two methods. One is direct resistance heating, another is indirect resistance heating. So resistance heating, just I want to tell that it is based upon your I square R effect, and when current is passed through the resistance element, I square R loss takes place, which produces heat. These are the methods of resistance heating. when current passes through the resistance. Okay, so H is equal to